Oh. Yep.
Evening guard, what's your emergency?
Hello? Yes, hi. Roadside of GPU Army's border. A train just jumped the tracks. Oh my god. There's parts all over the road.
Sir?
Yes?
What's the location?
I'm at Tony of Roswick.
Alright.
Should I help him?
Stay away from them. Stay with your vehicle. Officers and medical assistants are en route.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Crimes of Noobingrad. This is our first episode. We will be covering a train incident from 1962 in February. Home to about 4,500 people, Porzsydo, also known as Porzsydo, is one of the most notable for their trade in Fanta and their quiet reputation for the town. With almost no crime at all, it was never expected that such a small town like this would be setting for one of the most shocking and domestic terrorism plots we have seen west of Leningrad. Among the community was the GPU Army Fanta Transport Company. Due to the war effort from the mid-30s to late 50s, Fanta became a key component in military advancements and overall demolition, which the Fanta Transport Company was more than willing to assist with. Amongst the people of this town was a man named Dimitri Zylo. Dimitri was a part of the 42nd Ram Riders Division, a division posted near Leningrad's border with the Kingdom of Redcliffe. After a mortar attack, Dimitri was wounded and taken to a field hospital. Luckily, we were able to speak with Martha Biscuit, a field nurse who took care of Dimitri and documented his insane ramblings.
Dimitri was always messed up in the head after that attack. Wouldn't stop rambling about this guy named Colonel John Swanson. We were always worried about him. And that was the only thing that we had not had in working with Fanta.
After suffering from a severe injury to the head during a mortar attack, Colonel Don Swanson believed it would be best if a mentally unwell soldier had to handle demolition, and it worked. Dimitri became the angel of destruction in the division, such as blowing up rail lines and sabotaging many enemy cars.
He would never shut up about his first car bomb. I think it was an officer and the other men he had killed with one of those bombs.
Many of his friends say he changed that day, that something started coming out deep inside of him. After the war, Dimitri would come back to Porzsydo and get a job at the GPU Army Fanta Company and deliver cans to and from the border. That would all change on January 8th, 19... Dimitri was celebrating his coworker's birthday at the local public house, but one of his friends claimed he got up, paid his tab, and left. No goodbye or any parting words at all. That would be the last time he was seen for 3 weeks. On January 8th, police found him on the side of the tracks half a mile from Porzsydo. He was still wearing the same uniform since his disappearance 3 weeks prior. After having a medical examination done, doctors noticed a large scar on the back of his neck. They believed it was a scar from the mortar attack from where he was still in the war, but an injury had never been reported at that spot. Without further examination, the doctors prematurely released him and deemed him fit for work. After that, the mundane life came back. He went back to work at the transport division, but yet again, he went missing on February 2nd. When his friends tried calling him again, he finally responded. He wouldn't stop repeating February 3rd before hanging up. Later that day, the Lemestia arrived at his house for a wellness check. The letter stated that Dimitri and 2 others would give their life in an act against the TCU. One of the men would take their life blowing up a passenger train bound for the TCU, while Dimitri and the other man would drive all the way to Porzsydo to blow up a Fanta purification plant within the city. He stated, "Do not cry for me. I am already gone. Hopefully this moment will show how corrupt the TCU is after all. I'm finally at peace." This sent the officers into a panic, but before they could call it in, a van was already carrying approximately 476.96 liters of Fanta towards the nearby train crossing. Caution: the footage you are about to see is very disturbing, as the footage includes the crash, but do not worry, the initial hit will be censored. Viewing discretion is advised for those who are sensitive. Dimitri's car was found on a back road 58 miles from GP Ormany. The car had supposedly run off the road and into a tree, but when police looked inside the car, they were shocked to find in the back seat of the vehicle were 35 cans of cherry Fanta. The trunk had 2.5-liter barrels of cherry Fanta, and the glove box had pictures of members from his regiment. 2 days later, authorities from the Democratic People's Republic of Teapots said that they had spotted a suspect nearby the border. Even though the DPRT said that they would grab the suspect, the Mitsia forced permission and had Union guards move in to intercept the targets, and this was the footage they recovered from that day. Due to the poor quality of the footage available, you can't really see it, but Dimitri had been struck in the chest by a bullet, somehow knocking him onto the side of the tracks, caving his skull in. After recovering Dimitri, he was swept to the guards building to be picked up by the CGB. But this is yet another twist to the story. The man in the store was not Dimitri's accomplice. his accomplice had disappeared. The accomplice, identified as Bert Albrecht, was found out hanging from air traffic control tower nearby the border. With the around-the-clock surveillance, nobody saw Albrecht enter the airbase in the first place. Till this day, nobody truly knows the motive. This is the end of this video. Stay tuned for the next episode, The Mind of RGB0, the serial murderer. I'm memes_memes21 and hope you enjoyed this video.